Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This reading today is about what is in the shadows that you need to know about. So, for pile number 1, we have Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and Leo. Your card is the King of Pentacles. For the second pile, we have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aries. Your card is the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Staves. For the third pile, we have Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Taurus. Your card is the Star. Okay, beautiful. So I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile using the card, your zodiac sign, or just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, your card is the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is about enjoying wealth and abundance and worldly possessions or items. I do feel like this reading has to do with something in the material realm for you. So let's see what is in the shadows for pile number 1. We have Luathus the Wild. Oh, and the blank card. So, I feel like something is ready for you to look at it and to understand what it is or what's best. I feel like something is waiting for you to look at it. It can be a person, but I feel like it's something. It's a situation, or it's, maybe you'll find something like an object. I feel like it's an object. And I feel like the object looks at you. It has a certain like mirror-like quality, although it can be a mirror, like something that you can hold with your hands maybe. But if it's not a mirror, maybe it's something that mirrors you in a way, like a photo or a portrait. It's like your mirror image is in there. Or it can just be the emotions that that object might elicit. Okay, we have armor with amplification, shield, honor, ceremony. Maybe something that you were in a ceremony. Okay. Songs, synesthesia, spirits, communion, and modulation. And power, magic, life, energy, and manifestation. So it can also be an object that you have worn in a ceremony, but also something that you can use for protection or for connection, like an amulet or something that has its own power, something that can hold the power that you put in it. Actually, what's interesting is that the first time I heard the term pentacle was exactly related to the magical operation of using an object that can be like a ring or a medal, something that you can wear on your neck or a bracelet, and charging that object with a certain intention and then wearing it so that you enhance its power, so that its power is lived, let's say, experienced, and that you are reminded of that objective constantly, so that you are using your energy focused in a way that will achieve the goal that you desire. I feel like you might have forgotten an object that kind of fits in this category that I just explained, and it's I feel like it's calling for you. Maybe it can also be a musical instrument or something like or a specific type of music, like a song that you used to sing a lot, and that I feel like it's something that gives you a lot of power and gives you it makes life more magical for you. It connects the dots. It creates a flow of things that are real, of things that happen. So maybe there are like blank spaces in your life that should be filled with this continuous focus, and maybe wearing that object or singing that song. There's something that it invokes you, it invokes your spirit, and it invokes an energy that is greater than you, but it's also an energy that allows you to create your life, to do the things that you want to do, and you also love it. So, it's very specific and to the point. Jupiter in Cancer with speculation. Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. Okay. Sun in Taurus with acquisition. This might also be a valuable piece of jewelry or something that has some sort of economic or it's worth something, like for other people as well. I don't feel like it's something that is just for you in this case. Mars in Capricorn with authority, and Moon in Aquarius with independence. It seems like it's something that sets you apart from other people, but it's also something that they can also use, or they can also find useful. It also creates an effect on others, and that effect might be impulsive. There might be some sort of like it's desirable, or it's very attractive, or it's magnetic. Okay. So we have Justice, the Six of Wands. maybe it seems like it's a powerful object, that it's something that's very desirable for others, something that others would also like to acquire. It's like if people knew that you have this, they would buy it, or they would like to know more about the object, or it's very attractive. It seems like it connects you with other people. It just amplifies your power, it amplifies your being. It shows it's a bit show offy, but it's also something that is specific to you. So I feel like it has this symbiotic relationship with you. It's so interesting. I never thought of like an object, like I don't know, like a whatever you have at home that like it's I inherited this from my grandmother. It's like a vintage coat, or it's a locket, something that you wear that you really like, and that you are kind of transformed when you wear it. And it's also something that other people also like, other people will also treasure. Four of Pentacles. Three of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. It's really about something physical. This is something that you can hold in your hand, or that you can touch, that you can find inside like a box, or there's something that is stored in your home, or whatever, in your storage, in a house. It seems like it's something that has a lot of life already. So it might be something old, something vintage, or something that you might have acquired it. It might not be an inheritance, but it's something that is connected to you very deeply, and that you treasure also, but it's also very valuable. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. So you see how she's kind of gathering stuff and putting it in the basket? It's something like that. I feel like it's something that will happen in the physical reality. And it's something like this. You find an object that it's possibly inside a box or something similar to this, and it reflects back at you a power, a worldly power, or a spiritual power. It may be an object that will stop you. It will stop you in your tracks. Like, okay, everything needs to stop right now. I need to enjoy this object, and to revel in its beauty and its power, and to also picture in my mind how I would use it, how I would include it in my I don't know, social life, in my creative endeavors, in whatever your daily life, even a ritual, if that's your interest, something that will enhance your power, that will also protect you, because I feel like you're also protecting this, and this is also protecting you. So the object is also protecting you, and you protect it so that you can enjoy it, and that it can be and that it's not spoiled, that it's not ruined. It might also give you ideas, like new ideas for projects, for or maybe you're reminded of someone and you decide to contact that person. You're reminded of a situation and you decide to relive it and to change maybe some things about that memory, or reconsider, or contact the people involved so that you are aware of other, let's say, perspectives on the situation that the object reminds you of. The Hanged Man. The Hierophant. And the King of Wands. So I feel like this is really, really meaningful. I do feel like it's an object that has a spiritual significance. It might be related to a spiritual experience that was really deep, that you experienced, that you lived through, and that it might also have been something that is a symbol of survival. Like when people have accidents, and I hope it's not your case, but when people have like dangerous situations, or they have accidents, or something that endangers their life, or that makes them question their life, they sometimes grab to little trinkets or little reminders of that day, so that they have this constant reminder of the fragility of life, but also of the power of life, the magic of life, the magic of you having gone through something, some kind of hardship. But I do feel like it's more like the spiritual impact of that hardship, and not so much the hardship itself. So I don't feel like interacting with this object is going to be traumatic. And if you're thinking of that, that's not what I'm explaining here, and this reading might not be for you. So if you find something that makes you relive the trauma, and it's just very like a horrible experience again, I don't feel like it doesn't fit in this reading. This is someone who finds an object that's incredibly empowering, and it's inspiring and motivating, and you're reminded of, I can overcome so many things. This object is a living proof of that. Or it's if it's something that's just like a powerful reminder of how the beauty of life, like for instance, you buy a really beautiful piece of art, or like a photo from a person that you admire, something that's incredibly inspiring and motivating, and you're inspired by that person's life, and the way they overcame their problems and their troubles. It's something like that. And I feel like that object is kind of waiting for you to find it. So maybe you should go through your stuff, or ask yourself if you have something like that you can, if there's something in the room with you right now that you can grab and charge with a power that's like what I explained right now: inspiring, motivating, protecting also. It's like whenever I use this necklace, I feel lucky. Every time I use this ring, this happens, something like that. Or something, if you like ritual and you like spiritual practices that involve ritual, you can choose an object right now and charge it with an intention. Wow. This is saying, like, do it right now. Don't delay. Don't procrastinate on this. Just do it, because maybe there are things that are stuck right now because your energy is a little bit kind of marinating. It's like marinating, limbo. There's this I feel like there's a need to jumpstart, but it's a physical jumpstart. So I feel like it's something that you do. It's not something that you think, like change my mind about something or reconsider. No, first you do something, like you act in the world, you grab an object, you do something practical with it, even if it's just ritual. And then the energy changes and things start to move. Okay. So you have the devil. And to me, this is really reinforcing the interaction with the material right now. Not too much with thinking and I see like movement, even if it's just it's not like running the marathon or something like that. It's not just exercise or physical activity. It's movement with the intention to do something, to change something, to transform, to transmute something, to not be in this energy kind of floating in limbo, and to change the energy, to change the spirit, even if the object has a spirit that you think that it needs to be changed. That can also be the case. So it might also be an object that has this dubious energy, maybe, that you want to change. Like I want my feelings to be transformed in a good way each time I look at this object. And you set that intention, and like if you're going through a hard time right now, whatever it may be, if you have like a specific ring and you say something like, whenever I put on this ring and I wear it and I touch it, if I'm feeling nervous or anxious, whenever I touch it, how do I say this? Whatever you have to find the right words for you, but I would say something like, God will lift the unnecessary weight from my shoulders. For this is an example. If you're feeling like pressured, or you're feeling like life is very heavy, you touch the ring and you say, the excess energy and the excess weight is now lifted. And if you practice this, it becomes a way for your body to also remember something physically. It's not just an idea, okay? And because sometimes when we are very nervous, our mind is racing and we're not in control of the thoughts and of the flow of the thoughts, right? And so the body, coming back to the body. Page of Swords. Your thoughts, charging an object with your thoughts. This is I would say the theme of this reading would be like that. To understand how you can do that, to also understand how objects around you change your mood, and how you can reverse that pattern and change the mood of the objects and change the energy of the objects, and be in control of that process, or more in control of that process, and not so much in the receiving end. So being on the emitting the signal back. So I really feel like there's this mirroring effect here. And if you emit a signal and you start to and your energy starts to seep in the objects, and they will also mirror that positivity back to you, even when you're feeling like your judgment is clouded, or that you're nervous, or melancholic and sad. So understanding the magic in the material realm for you, and creating your own rituals with it, or studying how ancient peoples and your ancestors, or your spiritual lineage, whatever it may be, how they view material objects and how they can make you happier, and how you can change the energy around you using them. Okay, very interesting. I have learned so much. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to the newsletter so we can keep in touch. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2, your card is the Ace of Staves, or Ace of Wands. And the ace is the beginning, so the initial spark of something, and also doing stuff, just getting out there, just doing without too much overthinking or things being in the way. It's just doing, just do it. Okay, so what is in the shadows for pile number 2? G-O, the slow. Okay. It's a bit contrasting energy there. Okay, Flaff the footer. Interesting. What is in the shadows? Okay, a lot of cards. So we have border with castaway, separation, depth, relief, and observation. The blank card. Tradition with resurrection, truth, sincerity, clear path. Transmission, experience, mastery, brain power, and telepathy. And masters, deepest fears, bravery, temperance, and selflessness. Okay. So I feel like your guides are trying to contact you from, it's like you're a specific type of energy, and I feel like it is connected to darkness in the good sense, like womb, you know, like being protected, being cradled. Something when you were, maybe something when you were in the womb. I feel like so you're being cold, you're being called to see something, to listen to something. Okay. So I feel like it would be really nice for you, if you can, to do something that reconnects you to your ancestors or something from the past, something maybe even from before you were born. There's something coming through that has to do with what came before your existence, but also what was here to receive you, what was here to cradle you. So this might have come through your mother, and it's something that happened in the moment of conception. So I really do feel like this reading today is going to be kind of a time travel, a trip back in time to that moment of conception. And whatever came before that created that. So maybe this has something to do with the relationship of your parents, your parents' relationship, or your grandparents. But I feel like you're going to change something in your lineage that has to do with it's probably like a generational spiritual pattern that you are going to address. And so this is what's in the shadows, right? But it's going to be revealed to you. We're going to see how and what it is about. So like what you're supposed to do. Okay, so this jumped out, and Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. So maybe there's something that you need to know that will change your mind about who your parents were or how their relationship was. And maybe it will make you feel like you were a bit manipulated, like you were lied to. But maybe they might have also been unconscious of what was happening. So maybe it was something that they just allowed to continue. They didn't do anything about it because there was no need, or it just wasn't seen. Moon in Aries, protection. Maybe the person who decided to not talk about this was trying to protect people. It wasn't out of hate or out of any negative emotion. Mercury in Cancer with intuition. So yeah, maybe you're getting this intuitive hit about something or someone, and that suspicion might turn out to be true. Mars in Gemini with decision. Sun in Leo with fortune. I feel like you are the one who's going to decide what to do with that information. Mercury in Pisces with inspiration. So you're going to decide what to do with that information, and your decision is going to transform that generational pattern. I feel like it's going to be a cathartic experience. So maybe you're going to use that knowledge to inspire you to write, to inspire you to do a piece of art like a painting, or maybe to write. I would say inspire you to write or to dance, to express the emotions through some kind of art form. Or maybe it's more scientific. Maybe it will inspire you to bring more light on this situation and to, I don't know, write something like scientific or academic about this that will help other people and that will help scientific research or something, or social research. It will help the collective evolution. It will help us. It will help us collectively if you face this situation honorably, and because it possibly it will bring up some fears, even some fears of judgment of others, and or some fears of being seen, of being scrutinized and questioned. But I feel like if you face this with maximum bravery, with an open heart, it will be fine, because it's such a benefit for all of us if you do so. And you will also be discovering a lot about yourself in the process of revealing this pattern. So what is this pattern about? We have Kuan Yin with sacrifice, and this is the Hanged Man. Oh. So for some of you, this might be about the pattern of being orphaned, of being in foster care. Or this is a specific historical, it's something that repeatedly happened, or that was very instituted, let's say, was a recurring thing, something that happened. It happened to babies, or it happened in the moment of conception or inception. And there are lies there, there's manipulation, and there needs to be an uncovering of the truth, and also an awareness of the roots of the situation. So I think that you specifically are going to shed light on the root cause of this. And maybe this is also why you go back, right? Your mind and your spirit will have to go back in time. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, Princess of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the King of Staves. So it will involve a lot of people maybe, and it will put into question their character. It will reveal something about them, but I don't think it's going to be bad. It won't hurt anyone anymore. So if you're wondering if telling the truth is going to hurt anyone, I don't think it will. It will do the exact opposite. It will heal the situation. Princess of Staves, tradition, Juno. Okay. I feel like this is so because you're going to also have the support of an institution or the support of a structure that will give credit, that will support your claim, give you legal protection, possibly. Because maybe there's an aspect of kind of whistleblower, being a whistleblower, but I don't feel like there's any danger. Judgment, we're with Gwen Wifar. So maybe there's no danger because it's like it's inevitable. The truth is out there, and it's going to transpire whether we like it or not, right? So the way you position yourself in the situation is just going to determine how you're going to be viewed, how you're going to be addressed and considered. It's your testimony is going to be valuable and used, to enrich, to better describe the situation, to bring clarity to the situation. Magic, Isis. I do feel like it's also going to be life-changing for many people to listen to you. They will also change their view of you tremendously. You will have more power because you will be able to express your creation, to express your truth, and you will be, it's like you get bigger and you get more pieces of yourself together. And the Three of Staves. So this is the road to success, okay? So this is telling me that although this is in the shadows and there's something that is unseen or that is, I wouldn't say forgotten, but it's like, oh, it was so long ago. Maybe it's better to let go, or, maybe it's better to not say anything. I feel like this is going to move from, okay, maybe it's better to let it go, to, okay, I will fully express this. I will frame this with, with love and respect. I will tell the truth and I will stand by my word. And this changes the energy and heals the energy for many people. So taking a stand, being brave, to being bold, being brave about a story that you need to tell, some truth that you need to express. And that's about something that was long ago, maybe even before you were born, or that is around your birth, or about your birth, about your upbringing. So it justifies it explains a lot of things about your story and your upbringing and who you are. You become much more integrated, and you will see that you will also affect other people's lives in a very positive way and heal this energy. It's like the time has come. So now I understand the Ace of Wands here. So the time has come, sorry for the focus. The time has come to face this boldly, bravely, to tell the truth, to be considerate, to be gentle and kind if this is a sensitive situation, but to also be fair, to yourself and to others, and to change the energy, to heal this pattern that possibly is repeating itself towards the past, like into infinity. Like it seems like it's something that was it was an institution, or it was something that was normal or recurring, and it's time to change that pattern. I feel like it's time for truth about it. So beautiful. And you're very, very brave. So whoever I'm talking to, I feel like I'm talking to someone who is really brave and who understands the implications and the consequences of what they do, and is fearless in the face of that force, right? That power. Okay, beautiful. So inspiring. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also subscribe to the newsletter so we can keep in touch, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. So what is in the shadows for you? We have the Star. So that can mean so many things. Let's get some more cards so that I can try and sense what is in the shadows for you. The Oakman. Okay. We have Iris of the Rainbows. So I feel like Iris of the Rainbows and the Star, and you can see they both have kind of the same color scheme also. I feel like they're related. So the star may be an ambition, a dream that you have, and maybe you think that that dream is far too distant, far too hard to achieve, something very out of the ordinary or unconventional, very, very different from your past or from your social circle at the moment. It feels like it's something far away. So we have Origins, Loss, Trial and Error, Warrior Spirit, and Survival. Okay, the focus. Okay, that's fine. So, I feel like this is connected to the Oakman, and the Oakman is about the wisdom that comes with age, something very ancient, something that has its roots deep back in time. Something that took a long time to mature. It took a long time to come alive or to come to the surface. Wow, the blank card. So interesting that the blank card came out in all three of the piles. And so we have a blank card in this deck, the round cards, and also one in the fairy deck. It's very interesting that we have this maybe even like mirroring effect, or this moment of truth, this moment of revelation of ourselves as well. And maybe that's not yet determined. There's something in this shadow reading that I'm doing that feels like, depending on the decisions you make and depending on your dreams, your hopes, and how you go about trying to make them come true or materializing your dreams, depending on what you decide to do, that's going to change everything massively. So maybe even what you are dreaming of now, what you are wishing for yourself right now, is also going to change. Knowledge, nonverbal communication, time and space, generations. Okay, now I have this completely different approach to this reading. I feel like whatever you're deciding right now is going to affect the generations that come after you. It's going to echo in time and space. It's going to transform the people that come after you. It transforms reality even after you are gone, even after you turn into something else. Okay. Venus in Aquarius with detachment. Saturn in Capricorn with riches. Jupiter in Virgo, patience. Moon in Leo with appreciation. Jupiter in Capricorn with control. And Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Wow, so I feel like you're building this abundant future that's going to be a legacy. And it's something that is has been happening. You've been working on this for a long time, and I feel like it's in progress, and it's going to go on with you to the rest of your life. So there's something about your life's mission or a specific part of your life's mission that needs to echo through the generations after you. And there's something in the shadows there for you about this. Maybe to start with, I feel like you're being guided by an ancient wisdom to do something that is long-lasting, something that will last for many, many generations. And I'm seeing so many people after you. So I feel like I'm speaking to people who are either working in something that has a huge impact in a big audience, and that your energy reverberates and echoes across time and space. But also in a more like material sense, I feel like your legacy, your spiritual legacy, is going to endure with your children and your children's children, and so on. So there's this sense of continuity into a time that's hard to fathom. It's so far along the way, okay? It's so far down that it's hard for us to even picture it. And I feel like this reading comes to you to kind of soothe you, and so that you're not so involved in the nitty gritty, in the very small details, and you have a more like a bigger picture. You have a wider perspective on what you're doing, and possibly like the troubles and the suffering, or the difficulties, the hardships that you might be going through, so that you have the wider perspective, and that you understand that you are just a link in this chain, this very, very long chain that's going to last, that's going to live forever. It's like it's limitless at this point. And there's this soothing effect of knowing that there's a part of you that will live forever. And when I see here nonverbal communication and knowledge, that might also be that it's a piece of knowledge, or it's a piece of like a creation. It can be music, it can be art, it can be, I feel like it's a knowledge that is maybe not written or not verbal, or it's so universal. It's something that can also cross the frontiers and the borders of language and the limitations of culture and language. It's something that is very transcendent and that is very universal. So we have the Prince of Swords. This is the King of Swords. The Hermit. And the Three of Wands. So I feel like you already know what I'm talking about. So this reading maybe is a bit more of a confirmation of your either of your like your subconscious desire to, to eternalize a part of your energy, or it's something that's very conscious on your part, and that you are like dreaming of. It's like you dream of this. You maybe you don't know how exactly it will happen, how exactly it will materialize. What are the steps? How is this transmission happening? But it happens. It still happens. The Six of Wands, victory. And the Four of Swords. So I feel like there's a great inner peace in knowing that you will succeed, that you will overcome. And maybe what's in the shadows is also this motivating voice, maybe even from your ancestors or from your spiritual cheerleading team, spiritual support team, saying that don't worry because you've won. Like, don't worry because success is guaranteed, and you can be peaceful. You can be less anxious, and in face of uncertainty and in face of trouble or hardship, we got you, and we've got you, and you've got yourself also. Like you have gone through, maybe the worst part is behind you. And maybe you're not realizing this, and maybe this is in the shadow. So maybe you are also using negative emotions to fuel to motivate you. Like, oh, I have to make money, or I have to get myself out of this situation. And I feel like this reading is telling you that you already did something very meaningful on that regard, and that maybe you can drop some of that because you have detachment here. Maybe if you just need to stop for a while and to regroup, or to see the whole picture, because if you did see the whole process and how the pieces are coming together, you would be much more relaxed, and it's reassuring you to that victory is either very close, or it's there already, and you just need to allow yourself to have some inner peace to see how the pieces are falling into place, and how everything is I wouldn't say under control, but how everything is kind of, it's a dance or a beautiful symphony, and you are part of it. If you allow yourself some peace, you can also dance and enjoy a little bit of the symphony and of the party, and not be so anxious or withdrawn. I'm also hearing that you can participate, you can be part of something bigger, you can be a part of something bigger than yourself. You are already a part of something bigger than yourself. You just need to detach from the daily little, issues, and have this broader perspective. And I'm not saying that our daily routines and our daily life doesn't have any meaning or just any purpose or significance. Everything can have beauty, and even the very small things can also elicit this feeling of the connection with the all, with all that came before, and especially all that is coming after you, because I really feel like there's this focus on the future. It can be a focus on the future that creates anxiety, or it can be a focus on the future that gives you inner peace and that reassures you that you're going in the right direction. Seven of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups. So I feel like relinquishing a bit of control at this point and just being more spontaneous, more in the moment, is more truthful to your subconscious drive, and it will also allow you to relax. I feel like you need to relax more and see the beauty, because the rainbow is, it's the, you have the signs that things are going well. And yeah, I feel like you came from loss, from trials, from being in survival mode, from fight or flight. So your nervous system right now needs this detachment from the small things. You need to not sweat the details so much right now. And I know this can be very hard. Of course, we might have some issues that we have to take care of, and they might be quite draining and require our attention. But if you have the opportunity to see the wider perspective and to also maybe consider the story that comes after you, so that's a nice that's an interesting thing to do. So if you're interested in diving deeper into the theme of this reading and maybe even understanding a little bit more about what's in the shadows, and specifically I think that this will focus on your psyche, so whatever is in your shadow, your specific shadow, it would be interesting for you to write the story of what you want to leave for the ones that come after you, for, you know, what you leave here on earth. How would it be to say goodbye and to see how things aligned, and how like the truth of who you are starts to emerge, and people understand the things that you have done and the merit of your energy, the value in your energy. I feel like if you saw yourself from that perspective, like if you were no longer on earth, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen soon or anything like that, this has no implication, you know, whatsoever here in this reading. I'm just saying that having that picture, almost like out of body experience, like writing a story about you as if you were outside of the planet Earth, and imagine that like you're an alien and you're seeing all the generations and like your family tree, and what they did with what you left, and how they saw you, the things that they are reminded of when they think of you, the little things that they have with them to remind them of you, like pictures, or if this is interesting for you, and if it's not triggering, right? Because I feel like there's this optimism and positivity that would come from realizing that you're on the right track, and that you are already living the dream that you are dreaming. This is a bit weird, and it's a bit okay, let me reframe this. rephrase this. Imagine that you are already living the dream that you have. Which parts of the story that you write, or the text, or the image that you create in your mind are overlapping with your reality right now, and which parts are missing? And see if it's so far, it's so far, maybe it's closer than you realize, and maybe it's easier than you realize, and maybe relaxing a little bit will also it will put you a little bit closer to your objective also. Realizing that you're closer will put you closer. It is a bit strange. It seems like it's romantic, or it's just wishful thinking, but I think that this exercise is going to open possibilities in your mind, and to also make you realize that although you are not in control of some things that might be unpleasant and might be creating a little bit of trouble in your life right now, and maybe you would like to control them, or maybe you would like to have more material abundance, or maybe you would like to express something, say something that you really mean, or maybe you would like to be more in the flow of your feelings, and there's something that's blocking that, or maybe you're focusing on work, or maybe you're stressed about something. So maybe these things, they're just, the little small things that if you just relax and think, okay, what if all these little things are taken care of, and that if I let go of the wheel, what happens? If I just let go of the controlling the little things, what happens? And what fills in the gaps, and what creates that chain, and what makes the energy echo through time and space? Because it feels like if you're more optimistic, and if you're also more receptive, and you're more relaxed, and it creates this snowball effect that speeds the process. It allows the process to be smoother and happier and joyful. The Three of Pentacles. You might even get like work opportunities and solve like real world things, and more material things and material worries, mundane worries, but they might be very important. It might also help with that, and maybe it's a paradox, but it's that's what I'm seeing here. The Six of Swords. Maybe even like traveling or going somewhere to see like different landscapes, to see different things, to learn different things, to expand your knowledge on a particular area. Maybe you like to study a specific thing, and you're constantly saying like, I don't have any time for that. I think that you have more time than you think, and you can allow yourself a little bit more slack, a little bit more, because you have time. You don't need to rush anything. You have time, because what you're doing will echo through time and space. It's as if it's not restricted to you. It's something that transcends you. And if you don't worry about that, if you don't worry about things ending, for instance, you're more in the moment, you're more present, and you allow yourself to enjoy things. Okay, the Nine of Swords and the Tower. Wow. It will, wow, I feel like it will expand your perception of the possibilities. Suddenly, it will also destroy negative thoughts. I feel like it's quite, it's shattering in a way, but it's a revolution in your mind. Like, okay, it's fine. Like, I don't need to control so much, because the negativity that I was experiencing is, it's not only not necessary, but it's the thing that was stopping me from seeing that I have so many possibilities. I have so many victories on my belt. Like, I have so much experience. I have so much to give, and I am capable. So I can be at peace with myself. I don't need to be like scolding myself for not doing, for like, how do I say this? Being cruel. Yeah, being cruel to myself, like unforgiving, or like, I should have done this, I should have done more, I should have been better. It just, it fades away, and it's I feel like the negativity is pulverized. That's interesting. But I feel like there's a, maybe there's a situation that's going to make this happen for you. And it is because you allow yourself to be in that relaxed state, to be in that state of mind, peaceful state of mind. Okay. The Knight of Wands and the Sun. Wow. Whew. So maybe there's someone who also expresses something to you that is quite revealing, that is quite, it shatters your vision, your opinion of yourself and your vision of yourself. It disrupts the idea and the concept that you need to push yourself, like you need to be better. You're not doing this right. You have to, I feel like your things are changing really quickly for you. And that's also, so this in the shadows is this blessing, this dream that's possibly already come true, but you're just not aware of it. And it's going to come from out of nowhere. And maybe you thought like, okay, defeat, I'm defeated, I didn't do anything right, this is, it's a lost cause. And then everything changes. And you're back at this, I wouldn't say you're back at the beginning, because it sounds like it's bad, like you're going back, right? But it's going back to a state of mind and to an emotional place that's energized, that is inspired, that is innocent. And it seems like, okay, I can start again, and everything is good. Everything is going to be all right. I lost nothing. I was just making this nightmarish, painting this nightmarish image in my mind. And it was not that at all. I feel like you're going to, there's also something humbling about this, but in a good way. Like, okay, like the power of God and the power of life is so big and incomprehensible that it's a relief to know that I am in good hands and that I am taken care of. I have given the best I could give, and it has been received and understood. And you're on the right path. That dream that you have dreamt will persist. It will take you to success. It will also echo through time. It will help you create a legacy. It will help you make an impact, a really positive one, in the world. You really have a great vibe, a great energy. I feel like I'm talking to people who have the potential to have a massive impact on the collective also, because you have this ability to channel really positive energy and to inspire others, to motivate others, to shine a light, to shine the light of God and a light of spirit, and to also transmit peace. But you can't feed those negative thoughts, right? Like there's always a shadow. There's always a shadow aspect to whatever creates light. And when we are motivated to do good things, sometimes we can be a little bit too demanding, and we can be a little bit doubtful of our capacity to do enough and to be enough. But sometimes that hurts also. It hurts the process itself, because you're trying to create something that comes from peace and from this sense of acceptance and of love for life and appreciation for life as it is, and to enjoy the process and the cycles of life and to accept them as a gift from God. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also subscribe to my newsletter so we can keep in touch, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.